Hey everybody, DeLongShot Signatures here. This is episode 108 of my 2023 TTM returns, and I have 14 successes to share with you all to finally get caught up on all of the returns that I've gotten in since taking a break. I could have done this video a couple of days ago, and it would have been the same. No returns on Thursday or Friday, which is why I am starting to get back into sending out requests. Might not meet my goal of, about 2,000 autographs this year, but never too early to get started for next year. Try and go a little bit stronger. But we're going to start off with a hero card request that came back. Initially sent to the same address I'd been using for the past few years without realizing this driver had moved his race shop. So resent and got 2 signed hero cards in 152 days from Stuart Friesen. So, some nice ones here. He's always really good about signing. Then we have a hockey return. This is one of the new head coaches in the NHL. So this is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 77 days from new head coach for the Washington Capitals, Spencer Carberry. Carberry was an assistant coach with the Toronto Maple Leafs and was hired by Washington to become their new head coach. I'm excited to see what he does, and he continues the line of Capitals coaches that I have in my collection. Then we have another hero card request coming in. This is one signed hero card coming by the way of Joe Gibbs Racing in 147 days. William Sawalich, I think. Pretty sure he's an ARCA Series driver, so pretty young, but obviously being picked up by Joe Gibbs Racing usually holds a lot of pedigree, so we'll see how he does. Then we have Major League Baseball general manager. This is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 111 days. I think he is the Rays GM, Peter Bendix. Sign both of those. Then we have a women's hockey return. Don't get too many of these, but this one's pretty cool. I'm probably going to mess up the pronunciation of her last name, but this is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 257 days from Canada. Shannon Shabatos. She is the first ever woman to compete in a regular season professional men's hockey game. She played in the SPHL, I think, which is at or around the ECHL level, so pretty low as far as the tiers go, but still a professional men's league, and I want to say she got a shutout in one of the games too. But she was a Team Canada goaltender, won some gold medals with the team, so potential future Hockey Hall of Fame inductee here. Really cool to get that one. We're going to continue with the hockey theme. This is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 80 days from one of the general managers I have wanted to add to the collection for a long time. Didn't get him while he was with the team that I wanted to get him from, but he has since taken on a new role, and this is coming back from president and GM of the Pittsburgh Penguins, Kyle Dubas. So I wanted to get him when he was with the Toronto Maple Leafs. I really liked what he was doing with the team. I really felt like, the moves that he made were, in general, smart and focused on winning now and then using what draft capital he did have to get some, really skilled players. Unfortunately, he didn't stick around long enough in Toronto to really see what his, draft classes are going to look like. And we might not ever see how they pay off for the Leafs, because once a new regime comes in, they're going to probably trade a lot of prospects, let them go and try and implement their own. But Dubas was, I think he was and might still be the youngest general manager in the NHL. After he was let go from Toronto, after a very bizarre set of circumstances where it looked like he was going to stay and they let him go, he took on the president of hockey operations role with the Pittsburgh Penguins, named himself the interim GM, and then just assumed the position of GM after the draft. So this is his team. He's already made a big blockbuster move acquiring Erik Karlsson from the Sharks, and while as a Sharks fan I'm not happy with the haul or lack thereof that the Sharks got, I am glad to see that they are making moves for the future, and Kyle Dubas is making moves for the present with the Pittsburgh Penguins. So this should be pretty exciting to watch now that it's basically his team to run. Then we have a former NFL coach here. This is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 115 days from Dave McGinnis. He was the head coach for the Cardinals, I think, for 4 seasons, bounced around the league in a bunch of different positions. And I don't know if he still works for the team, but I do know, especially based on that photo, that he worked with the Tennessee Titans for like as an analyst and I think a radio broadcaster and everything. So another one of these former coaches added to the collection. We have a baseball card return. This is a 1 of 1 success in 47 days from Phil Mankowski, signed nicely in blue. We have a bunch of stuff falling on the floor is apparently what we have. We have another hero card request. This is coming from IndyCar. I sent this request out during the previous season, only just now getting it back. They may have moved addresses. I could be wrong about that. I got 2 signed hero cards from Ray Hall, Letterman, Lanigan Racing in 550 days. So got one of Graham Rahal, which I should have at least one more of these signed while I was at the Indy 500. And then I got a Christian Lundgaard hero card as well, which I don't think I was able to get one of these when at the 500. So that's really nice to add to the collection. Obviously, it's been long enough since Catherine Legge, ran with the team to where they probably didn't have any of hers available anymore. And Jack Harvey was let go earlier this season. They've been working with Linus Lundqvist to take over that seat. I think for the rest of the year. I could be wrong. So kind of stinks I didn't get his debut hero card. But regardless, still happy to get a request to come back. Then we have another hockey return. This one's very hockey heavy. And this one, it's 1 of 2 requests that I sent out. I think it's the earlier one based off of one of the cards that was sent with it. This is a 2 of 2 success, probably coming back in 1,799 days from Columbus Blue Jackets defenseman Zach Werenski. So I already have one of these cards signed. So what makes me believe that this is the earlier of the 2 requests that I have out to him is the 2018-19 Upper Deck. Werenski has been a solid player for the Blue Jackets, one of the many players that they have developed, and one of the few that has stuck around. So very cool to get that. Then we have a NWSL goalkeeper. This is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 68 days from Aubrey Kingsbury. I think she is the second women's soccer goaltender that I've been able to get. Very cool photo with her hair, flying up like that in that picture. We have a baseball return. This is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 90 days from former, looks like outfielder and manager Eddie Haas. Haas took over, I think, just for a season as the manager of the Atlanta Braves, but he is also probably, I don't know how close he is to the oldest living baseball players, but definitely up there if he was a rookie star in 1959. I think some of my stuff got a little out of order. Next one here is another former NFL head coach. He signed 3 of 2 in 55 days. This is Perry Fuel. He was an interim coach for the Panthers after they let go of Ron Rivera. I want to say he had one more tenure as an interim head coach. I don't remember for what team. I don't think it was the Giants. Actually, it might have been after they let go of, what was his name? Oh, the one with the goofy haircut. Ben McAdoo. Might have been. But he was he was the defensive coordinator for one of the Giants' Super Bowl wins, so that adds on to the NFL coordinators collection. And then he also included this greeting card, which he signed as well. I believe he worked directly for the NFL after coaching, so it would make sense that he had those. And last one here is a Tennis Hall of Fame return. This is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 115 days from the legendary Rod Laver. He holds many records, a bunch of Grand Slam wins, titles, open titles, was dominant in the singles matches, and I think he is the only person to ever complete a true calendar Grand Slam, winning all 4 events, all 4 open titles, I think, in one season. And he might have done it twice. I could be wrong about that, but he won a lot of titles and a lot of matches. So obviously, Hall of Famer, fantastic return there. And while the tennis collection isn't really coming together as much as I would have liked it to, very happy to get one from a legend today. Or actually, no, that was 2 days ago. I haven't had a success in the past 2 days. But we are finally caught up on TTMs, which means I can finally put these away eventually. I'm not going to be able to get it all done today. But let me know what you guys think. I am sending out some more stuff. Probably will be a little busy with work. Going to try and work some overtime here soon. So it may not be as frequent of uploads, but, you know, it's better than no uploads during the week. So let me know what you guys think. Appreciate you guys watching. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.